We are all here because we have a deep love for nature and have a desire to feed ourselves in a whole, natural manner. Unfortunately, we have never been farther from the healthy origins of our food. We are all here because we despise the genetic violation and chemicals that have become our food. But we really don't understand what led us to this point. Why was it necessary to start violating our food in such an unhealthy manner? What we know as agriculture has always been in constant change, in which genetic violation and chemical poisoning are just another step. Change is expensive, and the mere fact that the way we grow our food needs constant change is telling us that we never have understood our food. This is a periodic table, and it is a list of ingredients from which all things are made. Since our interest here is healthy food, and all of our food comes from plants, let's start by looking at a list of ingredients for a plant. This is what science has determined goes into a healthy plant. There are over 50 ingredients that go into healthy food. Over half of all substances known to man should be in our food. Unfortunately, this is what our agricultural system puts back into the soil. How can this be? This is ultimately the reason we have had to resort to chemicals and genetic violation. Plants have an incredible and overlooked ability to bring up not only the nutrients from the soil that they need, but also the nutrients that we need, even if they themselves have no need for it. The problem, though, is that those nutrients need to be in the soil, and they are not. The question then becomes, why aren't they in the soil? The answer is simply, we ate them and didn't put them back. We broke our circle of life. At the beginning of our Industrial Revolution, mankind basically left the farms for the factories. The farmers that were left had to grow more food and take it to the cities, where the nutrients were eaten and then flushed into the sewers. The nutrients never made it back to the farms for the next growing cycle, and the farmers began growing our food with a diminishing quantity and variety of ingredients. Growing food consumes over 50 nutrients, and the most we put back is 10. This is now called modern micronutrient malnutrition, and it is the reason that the most technologically advanced society ever cannot even afford basic health care. Sadly, the more I study this, I fear there will be no change, because those who produce what we see as food today have too much money involved. If you want it done right, you will have to do it yourself. Creating a new circle of life will now be up to each of us as we seek to protect and provide for our families. There is a way, though, a cure, a modern adaptation of ancient ways. We can now blend healthy ancient tradition with new modern time-saving techniques and provide what food was always meant to be.